What's up, new gunner? Today we're going to be talking about how to start concealed carrying a firearm. So let's not waste any more time and dive in. So first off, before I even start this video, I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. Can't believe we have to say that sometimes. But like I said, this is just my own personal experience. This is what I would do if I were in your shoes. In that particular situation, trying to get into concealed carrying. So the very first tip that I'm going to share with you is number one, figure out where you're located, where you live, and the laws around that, right? And here in Utah, where I live, it is a concealed carry state. Basically, you can conceal carry because you have a driver's license. Now, there's other states that don't allow that. So first, you got to figure that out. Figure out if you can actually conceal carry in your local state. Tip number two, this is a preference of mine. I would still recommend going through a conceal carry permit course if you have that option. Again, in your state, a lot of times there's different places that you can go, and you can go through that course, and you're going to learn more about concealed carry. You're going to learn more about those types of things, and you're going to do a background check. So then it makes it easier for you to buy firearms. At least here in Utah, they don't have to do a background check if you have that ID, concealed weapons permit thing. And it just allows you to actually understand a little bit more about that entire world, essentially. So through that course as well, you learn about different scenarios and different things like that. So I would personally recommend going through that process if you're wanting to conceal carry. It's also like help me get out of tickets. Not to say that none the least, but like a lot of times police officers see that, at least in Utah, it's been like that. And yeah, they basically like respect you for it. They know immediately that you are not a felon because you actually have that permit. I feel like it eases the scenarios with police officers sometimes, but that's my own personal opinion from my own personal experience as well. Tip number three that I'm going to share with you guys on what I believe you should for sure do is go and study different scenarios. So for example, like if this happens in this instance, am I in a situation that I should have to pull out my firearm, or is it a situation that I can hiatus and get out of there? So a recent scenario that we hear a lot about was the situation in Indiana in the mall, and the guy took, I think it was like a 40-yard shot. Honestly, in that situation, I'm not playing Superman. You guys can smash me for that, but I'm getting the hell out of there. From that far away, I'm probably booking it and running, and protecting my family. So study different scenarios all the time, figuring out the situations when to, like, if this happens, then I'm doing this. If this happens, I'm doing this. Have everything planned out in your head before you even start concealed carrying. The next tip I want to talk about is actually going out and shooting your firearm. Now, before you even start carrying that thing, you should be out shooting, practicing with it, getting very familiar with the pistol, on how it works, how it functions, how to properly grip it. Like, really understand your firearm before you start carrying it with you every day. Know it like the back of your hand. Know it like you drive a car, right? Like when you drive a car, you know that you put it in drive, you signal left, signal right, stop, brake, gas. Like, you know your car very well. You should know your firearm even better. The next tip I want to talk about is you're going to want to start messing around with holsters. Everybody's bodies are different. You're going to need to figure out if you want to appendix carry, if you want to carry it on your back. If you're a female, do you want to carry it on your bra? Like, do you want to carry it in your inner? I don't know where you want to carry it, but if you're looking to get into this, you're going to need to experiment with it and figure out what holsters are going to work for you. And the last and final tip, if you're just getting into concealed carry, this is my own personal experience and my own personal advice. So I started carrying the Glock 42. It is a very, very small pistol. You can pocket carry this thing. It's that small. And for me personally, when I first started getting into concealed carry, I preferred this pistol because I didn't feel like I was carrying it at all. Like when I had it on me, I hardly even realized that I had it on me. And now I can comfortably conceal carry Glock 19, which is about double the size. I'll just kind of show you guys here. So basically the length of the Glock 19 is longer. The base here is shorter on the Glock. There we go. The Glock 42 and the Glock 19 is longer. The Glock 19 is a little more girthy. Like overall, like the firearm it's a lot bigger. So the reason why I bring this up is I was at first when I was carrying the Glock 42, it felt big. Like it felt big to me because it was new. Like you're adding another piece of equipment to your body. Right. And so after a period of time, I got extremely used to the Glock 42 and felt comfortable with it on me. And now I can carry the Glock 19 without a problem, without it bugging me too much. And so the reason why I say that is because I feel like the smaller the firearm you get, the easier it is to conceal, and it's going to be more comfortable. So one of the best words of advice I ever got is the best gun that you have is the one that's on you. And so if you're not carrying your firearm with you, then what's the point, right? So that's why I prefer the Glock 42. Now, am I going to be able to hit a 50-yard shot with the Glock 42? No. Can I defend myself within a 10-foot proximity? Absolutely. Can I protect my family in a 10-foot proximity? Absolutely. So in my scenarios that I broke down in my head as well is if I can get out of there, I'm getting out. If the person that is threatening my life is in between me and getting out, then that's the scenario that I would potentially have to take that situation into my own hands. So other than that, guys, hopefully this helps you as far as getting into firearms and pistols and things like that. I feel like the world would be a better place if everyone would just conceal carry. But that's just my own opinion. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As far as concealed carry goes, if there's other tips and tricks that I may have missed, please post them in the comments as well. Other than that, guys, hopefully you have a marvelous day and peace.